Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
What's going on, everybody? Cappers Nation Live, Wednesday edition, Wednesday, February 27th. How is everybody today? Hopefully the audio is good. What's going on, everybody? Just getting rolling. A little bit of a late start today from when I normally go live. We'll have some fun today. Been on a little bit of a drought the last couple days, but that happens in sports gambling. Got to be able to manage your bankroll properly. Apparently some people can't. Brad, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Alex, you're almost a ramen noodles? Yeah, okay. Let's see who's in the house. Mr. Grover here. Mr. Hasegawa, how are you? Nathan, what's going on? Tar Heel Tim in the house. Edward, Cat Fan. Cherry Bryant. Mr. Brackens. Doug in the house. Raymond. Mr. Butler, how are you, sir? Time Traveler Steve. What's going on, William? Let's see, who else is in the house? Justice C in the house. Mr. Smith. Alex M in the house. What's going on, everybody? Brad all the way from Australia. Yeah, Mr. Grover, we'll take a look at that game. Just remind me when we start breaking down the games. Mr. Watson up in Canada, how are you? Mr. Scroggins. David Kotz, good afternoon, sir. I'll box you in the house. King Albert. Mr. Blaylock, how are you? Up in Northern California. How's the weather in that East Bay area, sir? Go Ducks in the house. The other Kyle in the house. Let's squash one elephant that's in the room. I see, yes, I did have another losing day yesterday. It does happen. Nick's game couldn't go over if you paid him for a basket in the last 4 minutes. Sorry, can't control that aspect of it. Justice C, 2 days, 3 in a row makes it 0-6. Yes, glad you're able to count. We can't afford another losing day. Sir, if you can't afford 3 losing days out of a week, then you probably shouldn't be gambling, let alone buying sports picks, because losses in this industry happen, and if you're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme or you expect to win 7 days out of a week, 365 days a year, I'm sorry, you're in the wrong place. You bought picks from the wrong service. We do work off of long-term success, and as you know, we provide more winning days than losing days. We provide more winners than losers, or you wouldn't have been paying us. But if you can't manage a bankroll properly or you need help, please reach out. I'll be more than happy to help you manage your bankroll. That way you're able to withstand more than 2 days of losing, because it does happen. Losing does happen and will continue to happen from time to time. So you need to be able to plan for those days. And if you can't manage a bankroll or you can't be able to withstand losing a couple days here and there, then you probably shouldn't be betting. Ryan, what's going on, sir? Greg Engel, how are you? David, thank you for saying that. David just made a nice comment. Said, for all those that are new, Kyle's a man of his word. He speaks the truth. Absolutely. When we say we'll take care of our clients until they're up money, definitely do. In 1 second, guys. What other comments did I miss? Let's see. Mr. Grover, nice calling the Pittsburgh first period over. We had it twice. We should have got paid twice, absolutely. Hello world, WTF is up. Time to win. Absolutely, it's always time to win. Brian says he's been doing this for 25 years, and he's had lots of 3 to 7 day losing streaks. Losing happens. You know, you gotta you take the good with the bad, and if you know what you're doing and you're successful, the good outweighs the bad. Alex, the bounce back always happens. Absolutely. I did have Duke. Yep. Unfortunately. And like I said in the breakdown, the only thing that I thought would affect Duke would be them defending the 3 ball of Virginia Tech. And apparently they were not able to do that. Lorenzo, what's going on, bud? Premium plays. See, my personal plays have been ice cold the last couple of days. 100% fact. Premium plays, not so much. Premium plays have been lighting the world on fire all month long. 1, 2. Out of 26 days, premium plays this month have had 19 winning days and 7 losing days. Premium plays have been on fire. Always sunshine after the rain. Premium plays have been on fire. Premium plays have been lights out. 2-1 yesterday on premium plays. 2-1 the day before. So premium plays 4-2 this week. Last week premium plays were up. The week before that, premium plays have been up all week long, or every week for the last, I think, 4 or 5 weeks. Congratulations on your big win on the Hokies. Brad needs tickets to deliver today. We'll get you guys on some. I think we already put out one good free play, and think we'll get you guys on another one here in a little bit. Go Ducks. Yes, they are. Send me. I didn't get a text message. Send me another one. Send it right now because I didn't get it. I'm looking at my phone. I don't have a text message. But I sent them out. You might not have got them. Send me a message again and. Oh look, it's Steele Woodruff Jr. Somebody who's never been with us before, but yet likes to talk all kinds of shit about us. Probably just a fake account. Sorry, we didn't steal anybody's idea of selling UFC. They're Steele Woodruff Jr. People have been selling UFC sports picks for years. Maybe not us, but companies have been selling UFC sports picks for years. You're an absolute moron. But thank you for trolling on by. We do appreciate it. Make sure you hit a thumbs down on your way out the door, all right? Oh, Alex, I wouldn't doubt it. So was, I won't name the name, but so was somebody else just the other day. Actually, we've been on YouTube for longer than 11 months, but yes, YouTube is just a very small part of what we do as at our company. And yep, we're new to YouTube. We're very new to YouTube. Not new to the business. We've been doing this business for a lot longer than you have there, bozo. So why don't you go back to Fort Knox. Say hello to the MPI over there. Tell her I said hello. But thanks for trolling on by, and thank you for the thumbs down. While you're doing it, do us a favor and hit that share button on your way out the door. All right? Thank you. Don't worry, guys. He'll be back with a new fake account. But out of request for you guys... Princess Chachu in the house. What's going on, bud? How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Go Ducks. You just sent it again? Okay. Let me send you the message again. Hold on. It's weird that you didn't get my message. All right. Princess Chachu been laying low, waiting for Major League Baseball. Be good. Michael JS, what's going on? Mr. Blevins, how are you, sir? I figured it was only a matter of time before that individual came trolling on by. I mean, let's be honest. We announced our UFC package yesterday, and it literally took them 15, not even 10 minutes after we make the announcement to make a post on YouTube talking about how they're the original selling fight picks. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't the first one to sell fight picks. They've been selling fight picks for years. Alex, why do they waste it? Because, you know, when you're done peeling potatoes and you're sitting on the army base, you apparently have no life and no customers to attend to, you know? King Albert, I am flattered. That's why I didn't block him. until you guys ask for it. I have fun with it. I enjoy it. He'll just make another account come. They're like endless. JSN, I don't know. Why don't you go ask him? You're very good at that. Are we fading Kyle today? You should just go ask him. Ask him yourself. It's so funny. There's so many. Not so many. There's a decent amount in here that like to try and play both sides. They come over here, be nice. They go over there and be nice and talk shit. They come over here and talk shit. Kathy Savage, hello, hello. Gonna be a good Wednesday today. It is Wednesday after all, right? Princess Chachu. Kyle, any thoughts on the Maryland-Penn State game? Yeah, my first original instinct was I liked Maryland. But when I started breaking down the game and diving more into it, Penn State's been playing good as of late, where they've won 3 out of their last 4 games. They're playing tough, or 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, something like that. Oh, King Albert, I was not referencing you. I wasn't naming anybody, but I know who they are. It's funny. People will screenshot it and send it to me so that I'm made aware. But no, not you, bud. You're all good. B. Fulton, what's going on? How are you, sir? How are you, Brandon? When the individuals get called out, they magically get really quiet. You know? To me, it's funny. What's going on, Jared? How are you, sir? Premium Plays had a nice winning day again yesterday. Little winning day, 2-1. All right, we're back. Jacob Ruff, what's going on, bud? I'll box you. I do rap battles across the country, and trust me, nothing's fun or exciting about a troll. You know, they happen. The trolls happen. You know what I mean? They, they're part of it. You know, they're going to happen from time to time. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm back. King Albert, triple beams, nice. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. I don't care who you guys watch. I don't care if you guys watch our haters. Prantio, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. Joe Dirt as well. I don't care who's you guys. Doesn't bother me if you guys go watch, Bozo's show. If you go watch Big Man, you go watch SBR. I just want you guys to be happy and make money. I'm just here to help you guys. You guys want help? We're here. You guys want to make money? We're here. Long term, our free plays are rock solid. Might lose a couple days here and there. It happens. You roll with the punches. But I think our free plays speak for themselves. We're still up plenty of games this month. We're still up 26 games on the year. So we're definitely we definitely produce winners, and we definitely produce sports tickets. Kurt S., thank you. I do appreciate that. I try and be real. Oh, Alex, they never piss me off, man. Never piss me off. Princess Chacho, I like Mr. Cardone. But no, the trolls never piss me off. I don't mind them one bit. Sometimes, most of the time I get enjoyment out of it. Just make sure, just solidifies that you're number one. Thank you, Mr. Hasegawa. I do tend to agree with you there. A lot of people I hear that from a lot of people. We try and treat all of our clients, the like they should be treated in a nutshell, and we take care of every single one of them. We may not win every single day, but we'll take care of our customers. That's for sure. So it's sorry, I was reading something. Oh, Boxy, I agree. I agree. Yep, definitely take care of our customers, win, lose, or draw. David's a prime example. David bought, I hope you don't mind me saying this, David, but I don't like sharing people's personal business, but David's on for our combo package, premium plays, personal plays. The last couple days, or last 2 days of my personal plays have killed the record. We actually had a great winning record. He's actually still up. He's up a couple games, but all that does is really cover the juice. It doesn't cover, what you've paid and profit-wise. So obviously, he's got games on us. He's still got access to premium plays and my personal plays, because we take care of our customers. I bet the game, so, I know that, the last couple days have sucked, but I know overall the last 7 days we're still up. Not much, but, enough to cover juice and barely cover juice. So I know if I was paying for $350 for a combo package, I know I wouldn't be profitable. So, it's very easy for us just to take care of our clients. JSN, I have no problems with you, bud. We're all good. I love all our viewers. Hell, I love the trolls. I love the 3 people that hit the thumbs down. I wish them well. I know they're watching, or else they'd hit the thumbs down again. I know my buddy Rio's Locks. What's going on, bud? I know my buddy sitting over at Fort Knox is watching right now. My salute to you. I love them all. The haters, the supporters, my clients, just the guys that are here for free plays, the ladies that are here for the free plays. Nice 3-0 would be nice, absolutely. McGill, welcome, bud. Welcome to the show. And Kissy B is here. Give me 1 second. And I do agree with you, Miguel. Miguel just said, this is a business where the strong survive and money management is a must. That's stated 100% correct. I mean, it doesn't get any more correct than that, let me tell you. You are, sir, 100% right. And a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people think it's all about the now, and they go bust within a couple losing days. If you guys are going to go bust and lose your whole bankroll because you lost for a couple days or you didn't win a game for a couple days, then you're obviously managing your bankroll improperly, or maybe your bankroll's not big enough to where you should be betting, let alone paying for sports picks. So, you always want to make sure you're able to survive a couple losing days. McGill, March Madness is going to be great. March Madness is definitely going to be great. So whenever you're ready, McGill, we'll always take care of you. Take care of all our clients. March Madness is going to be a lot of fun. Be here before you know it. Just jump on board before those conference tournaments. Conference tournaments are money. Conference tournaments are going to be a blast and definitely put some money in everybody's pocket. JSN, every situation is more than, hi, I have $700. How much should my bankroll be? Alex, I'm all in. There's no set number to what you should be betting per game. You may have $700 left in your kitty, but you may have access to more, or that may be the last $700 to your betting fund. Every person, every situation is different. So anybody who just says a straight percentage of your bankroll, that's just a generic response. I mean, I bet 5K on all my personal plays and premium plays. I could go bet 20K if I wanted to, or 30K on all of them. Every situation's different. Every situation's different. Everybody's situation's different. So there's no set number based on a lot of things. Go Ducks, pick the right games. I'm trying to, at least on my side. 2 weeks till March Madness, absolutely going to be a great time. But better than that, guys, this weekend, you want to make some money, UFC. If you guys missed yesterday's show, we announced our UFC package. Very, very inexpensive. You're going to get all of our experts' fight picks. You're also going to get all of his leans. You're going to get also all of his write-ups on every fight, which nobody else gives. They just they just tell you what fighter to take. You know, they don't give you the odds. They don't give you any of that great information. We're giving you actual factual inside information. He'll be at the weigh-in. Obviously, it's here in Las Vegas, so easy access there. He'll be at the weigh-in. We'll all be at the fight. I'll be at the fights as well, so if you're in town, look me up. Yes, don't bet on a bunch of them. Bankroll management. But our UFC package, guys, very, very, very affordable. So even the smallest of guys are able to take advantage of our UFC. If you're betting $20 a fight, $15 a fight, you can still take advantage of it and make yourself some money. Oh, and you're also going to get access to our experts' parlays and how he parlays them together. So UFC 235, guys, it's this Saturday. All the fight picks will be posted shortly after the weigh-ins are concluded here in Las Vegas. He's hit 6 parlays the last 2 cards. It's only $29.99 for the UFC card, guys. You can also pick up our UFC, and you've got UFC nearly every single week now. You can pick up a month of our UFC for $74.99, and even better than that, you can actually get our UFC down to $54.99 a month by purchasing it by the year at $649.99. I posted the links to it. You guys can always sign up now. You don't have to wait. You can always get on board our UFC early. If you get on board our UFC early, you'll get notified by email as soon as the UFC's posted. As soon as the UFC's posted, you'll get access to it. And it'll be posted shortly after the weigh-ins are concluded. And I'll be going live from the T-Mobile Arena. You never know. If I could break away from the office on Friday, I'll try and go to the weigh-ins and get you guys some live video from the weigh-ins as well. I can't guarantee that I can do that. But if I can't, I'll try and make sure our guy definitely gets some videos for me and some pictures for you guys from the weigh-in and behind the scenes if we can. And then, yes, weigh-ins on Friday afternoon. They start at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So 4 p.m. Eastern Time is right when, we're usually still live around that time. So we'll see. We'll see. What's going on, Brian? We're all ready to make some money today, and I know you are too. Believe it or not, Brian was the first one to jump on our UFC package. Thank you, Brian. You will forever be the first one to buy our UFC fight package. Shortly after that was Fast Freddy, who I'm sure is tuning in right now. Matter of fact, Brian bought it during the show yesterday. Good job, Brian. I think you're going to like it. I know if you guys liked the fight cards that we put out the last 2 weeks for free, you guys are definitely going to like this one. This is going to be the big one. This will definitely put money in everybody's pocket. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'll definitely try and keep everybody updated during the fights as well, and post and go live, assuming where my seats are, they'll have service. And rather than buy tickets, I got them comped through the ARIA. Absolutely, only $30. Only $30 for the UFC. And hopefully the ARIA got me some good tickets. Lower level seats were $2,200 a ticket. So I called in a favor and asked for tickets, and we got them. I figure it's the money I save will put on one of the fights, one of the big parlays. It's the best thing about Vegas is the comps. Yes, I will be at the fight. Bowling pros, yeah, absolutely. We can talk about that. We're going to get into some games here shortly. I'm going to try to, but I don't think I'll live stream for the entire event, obviously. I'm not going to live stream a whole pay-per-view event. I might go live for a minute or two here and there. I think we'll end up better than 5-3, Brian. And if you guys saw the last couple weeks, we take some dogs. We take some dogs. You guys can always watch it, a pay-per-view for free by going on one of the bootleg sites. You just got to be careful of viruses. Lance, what's going on, bud? But yeah, I'll be at the fight. I don't know if I'm going to be at the weigh-ins, because I'll be here in the office. But I'm gonna try to. I'd love to go. I've never done the weigh-ins. I've always gone to the fights. I usually go to all the fights, but I've never been to the weigh-ins. It's usually not my thing. But thought about it. Princess Chacha, I'm going to Vegas May. How does one get comps? Well, you got to get registered. You got to get their rewards card. It's, like player's card. All it is it tracks your play. So every time you make a wager, either, sports wager, bet at the table, or a slot machine, you put in your player's card or hand it to them at the table and you get comps that way. Rooms, food, shows, golf, events, the whole works. So, but yeah, UFC is going to be a great time, guys. UFC this weekend. It's something we're excited for. And at $29.99 for a fight, $74.99 for a month. Hey, Markham, how are you, sir? It's UFC is going to be profitable for everybody. Bill Height, I'll be in Vegas March 12th. Good, me too. I'm here every day. I don't get a vacation until after March. No vacations for me until after March Madness. Actually, to be honest, no vacations for me until probably after NBA Finals. Maybe something in April. I know, Bill, we were trying to get you out here for the Super Bowl, and it didn't work out. But I know you said you were coming in March anyway, so March will be a good time. No better time than March. For everybody that's not aware, our premium plays have been lights out, lighting the world on fire. The company actually has them on sale today. I didn't know it was going to happen until late last night, but you can get 3 days of our premium plays for $99. 3 days of premium plays for $99. Mr. Smith, can I guest host? Possible. Maybe we'll do one from the sports book on one of the days. We'll during the games, we'll rent one of the little areas, little VIP lounges. We'll set up the tripod and the camera and the laptop, and we'll go live. We'll go live watching the games. If we get enough people in town to make it worth it, I'll look into doing that. We do it at one of the books. The Wynn's got a nice one that's got plenty of lighting and room to do it. We could do it at Caesars as well. Frankie Diamond, what's going on? But if you guys are going to be in town for March Madness, the conference tournaments, or actual March Madness, let me know. Maybe we'll set something up. A little meet and greet where we all watch games. We'll go live. Markham, as of right now, it's just today. I'm trying to get them to do it tomorrow as well. But they were doing it as a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday deal leading up to the weekend. So premium plays went 2-1 yesterday, 2-1 the day before. There's 3 premium plays today, 1 NBA, 2 college basketball, and to be honest, I like them. That and my personal plays. I got 2 personal plays today, and it's looking like a damn good day. Go Ducks, you're not putting money on TCU basketball. Was that kid? I just watched parts of it, and I didn't have the sound on. But was that the kid that kept stepping on the line? Yes, JSN, I do know who he is. That's an old show. It hasn't been on in a couple of years. Who was it on TCU late in the game that kept having a foot out of bounds? They had a chance to win the game with like 6 seconds left, and he was out of bounds when he received the pass. Rodriguez. I had the volume off. I had it on mute because I was on the phone. Johnny K. Thanks for the hockey pick last night. All 3 of the high juice first period overs hit last night. That's the reason why they're taxing you, Juice. That's the reason why, the line is so high on it, is because they just flat out hit. They flat out hit. As far as today's NHL action goes on the big Power 6 teams, as far as the overs go, you got Tampa Bay playing again. You got Chicago playing again. Tampa Bay on. Devin, what's going on? Stack Guap, what's going on? Tony G in the house. Tony G. Gargia. What are your thoughts about the Florida over 128 for the game and Georgia over 146? We'll start breaking down the games here in a little bit. Yeah, FanDuel stopped. Prantia just said FanDuel stopped offering them. The South Point Casino has never offered them. Caesars doesn't offer them. Not every book here in Vegas will offer them. And if you do find, and I know the Westgate on Tampa Bay games just went to 2 last week as well, which is crazy. It's been such great publicity for the NHL. The NHL sold more NHL passes than anything this year because of this. Yeah, first period over in the Flame games is the Calgary Flames is minus 170. Tampa Bay is minus 240. The Blackhawks is minus $1.75. They're definitely taxing people some money to be able to do that. Give me 1 second, guys. I want to check something. I want to see something real quick. One quick second. Getting ready to break down some college basketball for you guys. One more quick second, guys. I'm almost done. Just crunching some numbers real quick on something. All right, I'm back. All right, I'm back. FanDuel's been offering it in New Jersey. I see Johnny Manziel was released today for breach of contract from his Canadian Football League deal. Give me one quick second, guys. One more quick second. I just got to finalize something real quick. Oop, messing with the camera here. One more second and I'm done. All right. Johnny Manziel's an F up. Yeah, he would have been fun to watch. All right, guys. Let's get some game day breakdowns rolling. Let's start doing that. Let me get that let's get that up and running here. UCF, please. Okay, we'll do that one first. Remind me when I get it up and running. I'm going to let me get that screen up and running. Sorry, I'm not on live chat at the moment. And I was trying to go live earlier. I just ran out of time. It was a super busy day today. Obviously, my personal plays shit the bed yesterday and the day before. So attending to clients and doing what we do best, making sure our clients were taken care of, and spent a little extra time on the games today. I mean, I spent a lot of time anyways, but just went back through and did a lot of extra read all about it to make sure everything that we were doing was going to be correct for today. One second. I'm logging into our system here, getting all that Oop. Hold on one second. I just closed the live chat, so yes, I can't see anything. Okay, I'm back. King Albert, absolutely. I mean, I'm not afraid to admit it. My personal plays have been rocky as of late. It happens. You win some, you lose some. You can't win them all, although we certainly do try. And when shit hits the fan and you're not winning, you go back to the drawing board. You make sure everything that you're doing is right. And I feel, we made the right decisions on a lot of those games. On some of those games, I probably could have had a better judgment, better decision, and found a few things that I was probably misreading and doing improper. And it happens from time to time. You get whatever your system may be. Everybody's system is different. How everybody analyzes games and numbers and does all that. Everybody's way is different. So you get it back on track to the way that you think that it should be, and you go right back at it. And today, I think we got it right. I've got two personal plays today. I think we hit a nice big 2-0. I think it'll be a nice big winning day for everybody. Premium plays have 3-0. They've been winning lights out consistently all month long. As we said earlier, premium plays, we've had 26 days of premium plays of the month. Today's 27. They've had 19 winning days. 19 winning days out of 26. So, one out of every, 4 days roughly. Can you break down the Rockets and Houston game? Yeah, we'll take a look at that game in a little bit. He will take it down a notch. I don't know if that was directed at me or somebody else, but so let's take a look at this first game. Mr. Grover asked for the UCF South Florida game. I do not have a play on that game. Thank you, Nathan. So we'll definitely dive right into this one. He was spamming my name. Can never spam my name, right? Can you try? You guys crack me up. All right, guys, going to take a look at this game for you guys at a request from Mr. Grover, who's actually been a great client of ours. South Florida, guys, 18-9 straight up, 7-7 in conference play in the American Atlantic Conference, going up against UCF, another American Atlantic Conference foe, who's 20-6 straight up, 10-4 in conference play. Excuse me. This is a rematch. UCF did just beat them 78-65 at home back on it was the day before Valentine's Day, February 13th. Nathan, be nice to our Aussie friend. UCF heads on the road for the rematch here. Michael, how are you, sir? For everybody just tuning in, first of all, welcome, Cappers Nation Live. Getting ready to break down the game day breakdowns. Tom, how are you, sir? Getting ready to break down the UCF South Florida game. Going to take a look at the live odds on this game, see where everything stacks up, see where the money lies, see where everything's at. For everybody just tuning in, don't forget, we've got our big special that is running right now. It is back for at least today. I cannot guarantee that it'll be here tomorrow, but it's 3 days of our premium plays for $99. 3 days of our winning premium plays, $99. If you're not up after the 3 days, I will take care of you until you are profitable. However, you will be profitable. Premium plays have been lights out. 2-1 yesterday, 2-1 the day before, and today probably going to sweep the board with a nice big 3-0. Taking a look at Central Florida and South Florida, first of all, 70% of all the bets coming in against the spread are rolling on Central Florida, laying the points. Just 30% on South Florida. When it comes to the over and the under, 65% all rolling with the over, 35% on the under. As well as money line bets, 80% on the Central Florida taking the money line. Taking a look at this game, guys, game 783, 784. On the board, Central Florida opened up as a 1.5-point road favorite. That line is now up to 3. South Florida catching 3 at home. Total opened up at 129.5. It is now down 0.5 point to 129. Just about everywhere. William Hill is still holding strong at 129.5. However, thank you, David, for sharing that. David's one of our clients, and his service, actually, a 7-day combo package, technically expired yesterday, up a couple games, which basically covers the juice. Not enough to profit above what he paid. So obviously, we take care of our clients until they make money. That's what it's about. So that for everybody tuning in, Kyle, take care of you. He is taking care of me, which is absolutely true. So thank you, David, for sharing that. It is much appreciated. So diving into the numbers of the Central Florida matchup, this is, like I said, this is a rematch. South Florida trying to get even. They lost on the road just back on February 13th. They lost by 13 points. Ended up being their 5th conference loss. Since then, they lost to UCF. They also lost to Temple right after that. They did beat Florida College, which was a no-brainer. They beat them by 41 points. Wasn't even a line on that game. And then they just lost to Houston back on Saturday. They lost 71-59 to Houston. As far as this game goes, taking a look at UCF, knocking down 53.4% from the field. Want to state facts, not inaccurate information. 35.6% from out deep beyond the 3-ball line. Every 2-point play, every dunk, layup, jump shot, Central Florida knocking down 53.4%. They're not the best when it comes to shooting free throws, but it's okay either as South Florida. They're knocking down 63.6% compared to the 63.5% for South Florida. So both teams just 63% free throw shooters. South Florida knocking down 49.3% from the field, 33.6% from out deep. But unfortunately for them, Central Florida is pretty decent defending the 3 ball. We've got them ranked 53rd at defending the 3. holding teams to just 31.7% from out deep. For South Florida, shooting that 2-ball every 2-point play, dunk, layup, jump shot, pretty pathetic at 48.8%. Both teams are above 25% for going to the bench. As far as, for every minute that's played by players coming off the bench, that's led by 32.4% of the time of all minutes played coming off the bench for South Florida compared to the 27.5% bench minutes for Central Florida. Years of experience as far as experience level goes. Definite experience to Central Florida. They've got almost a year and a half advantage per player on average for Central Florida. As far as the 2-foul participation protocol, the numbers are pretty even, 7.6% of the time for South Florida compared to 8.6% for Central Florida. Height advantage, believe it or not, Central Florida's got about an inch height advantage overall per player, but a lot of that is because of the big Taco Fall 7'6" monster, behemoth monster right there. I mean, this kid is just an absolute giant. Taco time, baby, absolutely. Taking a look at the numbers on this game, to me the 1.5 doesn't add up, but you take a look at Central Florida on the road. They just lost to Cincinnati by 5 on the road. Before that, they've lost 4 times on the road. 4 of their 6 losses have come on the road. The first one was to Missouri in overtime, beginning of December. Then they lost to Wichita State. They also lost by 20 to Memphis on the road, and of course Cincinnati just last Thursday. For South Florida at home, their last home loss came to Temple. They lost by 1 in overtime to Temple on February 16th. Before that, they lost to Houston at home, and they also lost to the Citadel at home in the very beginning of the season. So South Florida definitely plays tougher at home than they do on the road. It's not like Eugene Center is, a tough place to play. There in Tampa, it holds 10,000 screaming fans, 10,411 to be specific. But it's got a home court advantage ranking of 3.0, which just makes it the 195th toughest place to play in Division I. So, it's not like it's a major home court advantage to go from Orlando to Tampa. There's definitely going to be some Central Florida fans down there in Tampa. What is it, like 4 or 5 hour drive at most from Orlando to Tampa, maybe a little bit more. Adam, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. So, to me, I see the line being off on this game, and that's my personal opinion. I don't see it being as close as the odds makers are making it out to be. I do see a lot of people predicting the odds makers predicting a final score 65-63 UCF, but I don't see it that way. I see it being a little bit more lopsided of a game. I see South Florida definitely hanging in there tough the first half of the game, but I see the second half Central Florida pulling away by a decent amount and winning by 9, 10, 11 points. So a lean on this game. If I was going to be betting this game, I would be taking Central Florida minus the 3. I definitely like it, where the line opened at 1.5. So if you got 1.5, I like it. I know South Florida's a decent team, and at home, I'd say if they were at home against a team coming from somewhere other than Orlando, I'd say there was a home court advantage. But I don't see a home court advantage. I see the better team, Central Florida, no doubt about it. The numbers don't lie. The better shooting team, Central Florida. As far as coaching goes, I think Johnny Dawkins is a better coach than Brian Gregory. As far as player management as well, I definitely see an advantage coaching wise towards UCF. So if I was going to give a lean on this game, I'd definitely say UCF minus the 3. Let me write this down and take note of them. Remember, guys, I don't bet our leans. I bet our free plays. I bet our consensus plays. I bet our premium plays. I bet my personal plays, and I bet our NHL hockey package. As far as the total goes on this game, I know some people asked if I would take a look at the total. The total being 129. The last time these guys met, we had 143 points. I think the total's low on here. I really do. I think the total's low. Total's dropping. As well as, the money's on the over. So, to me, everything points towards the over as well, over 129. So we'll put a lean out on the over 129 as well. Ryan, any first half picks with this game? No first half pick with this game. I'm not always a big fan of betting, the first halves because, to me, I know there are teams that, will come out firing, that first half, VCU being one of them. But it's not always the case, especially with these two teams. And to me, the first half bet is more like a crapshoot to me. So, Shane77, Louisville -5 tonight. I like Louisville, although I've lost on them the last couple days. Their last week, just like Villanova. They've cost me a lot of money, but I mean, I've made a shit ton of money on Louisville, and I do believe they've got a great coach who should definitely be able to turn that that program around. I mean, they've lost 5 out of their last 7 games, but they've lost to North Carolina, Florida State, Duke, South Carolina, and Virginia. So it's not like they're playing scrubs. The Atlantic Coast Conference is absolutely stacked with talent. So because Louisville's lost the last 5 games in a row, or last 5 out of 7 games, they've lost to North Carolina, Florida State, Duke, Syracuse, and Virginia. Now, Syracuse ain't, a top-ranked team or nothing like that, but, they definitely came to play, and they definitely out-hustled Louisville. And it wasn't that they out-hustled them. They just outshot them. Louisville was ice cold. They couldn't make a basket to save their life on the road in Syracuse that night. I mean, you could have made a hoop 5 foot wide, and they still couldn't have hit one from the free throw line or behind the 3-ball line. And they took a lot of three. I think they were 1 and 15 to start the game, start the first half. They were 1 of 15 from out deep. They just couldn't. They were just ice cold. When they got down, they tried to keep shooting that 3-ball because that was the only way they were going to get back in it. Was doing what they do best, and that's shooting the 3-ball. I mean, they're a 35.7% 3-ball shooting team as of right now. Before that, I think they were like 37%. And the ACC is an awesome conference that is just stacked and loaded with talent. I mean, it's just unbelievable the quality basketball that comes from the Atlantic Coast Conference. I mean, you got North Carolina, Virginia, Duke, Virginia Tech, Florida State, Louisville, Syracuse, NC State, Clemson, Boston College, Miami, Georgia Tech, Wake Forest, Notre Dame, and Pittsburgh. I mean, just an absolute stacked team. And you take a look at the best offensive numbers for the conference. So that conference: North Carolina, Virginia, Duke, Virginia Tech, NC State in that order, and then Louisville being 6th. So, Louisville being up against Boston College today, whereas Boston College is middle of that pack. I mean, they're 4 and 10 in conference play, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 teams worse than them in the conference. So, I think Louisville gets their shit straight. I think Coach Mack definitely gets the Cardinals back on track tonight. So I actually like them as a personal play of mine. I looked at it. I almost made Louisville a personal play. The only thing is I mean they have been losing. They haven't had that taste of victory like when they went on their 6-game win streak. They were firing on all cylinders, and they hung tough with North Carolina. They came right back and beat Virginia Tech. Florida State on the road went to overtime. They ended up losing that game. Then they lost to Duke by 2 points. So it's not like they got blown out by Duke. You know, they barely escaped Clemson, and then their only blowout loss was to Syracuse. You know, and they couldn't make a basket. Okay, they lost by 12 to Virginia. Virginia held them to 52 points. In another game where they shot, low. But, I mean, let's be honest, they're playing Virginia. Virginia is the better team. So I can tell you this. Louisville is a decent team. They're an excellent free throw shooting team at over 77%. They hit 35.7% from out deep. In conference play, that three-point shot is just a little bit less. But, they've got some sturdy competition in conference play. So that's my opinion on Louisville. I mean, I'll even give a lean on it without breaking down the full game because I already broke down the game myself. I already looked at it. If I was going to give a lean, I definitely lean on Louisville here. And to be honest, I liked them. I liked them enough to almost make them a personal play. It just, them losing 5 out of their last 7 games scared me. That's all. Other than that, I like them tonight against Boston College. I mean, personally, Boston College, 13-13. They've lost 11 out of their last 15 games. Their only wins came against Pittsburgh, Miami, Wake Forest, and they did get a win against Florida State. I do remember that when I did take a look at it. So, Boston College is not a good shooting team. They shoot 33% from out deep. They're a sub 70% free throw shooting team. They hit 50.1% from the field. They're in that 2 foul participation protocol a lot, 25.1% of the time. So, I definitely. I looked at this game in depth, and everything to me points towards Louisville. I do like Louisville, and I like Louisville minus the 5. I really do. But it's good enough for me to make a lean on it today. And like I said, the only thing that scared me on betting it was I've lost the last 2 times on them, and that I've taken them, and they've lost, handful of games as of recently. So, they lost 5 out of the last 7 games. So, to me, that steered me away. That's my personal opinion on that one. Tomas Machado, you got a parlay with him. Good deal. Good deal, bud. I hope everybody wins tonight. Everybody deserves to win. That's for sure. Everybody definitely deserves to win. Sorry, Ricky Spanish, but we don't go political, we don't go racist, and we don't get into people's sexual orientations on this channel. You're on the wrong show. But thanks for tuning in. Nothing against it, but we're here for sports betting. Tomas, will I give your games before the first? Will I give your plays before the first games? Yeah, I'm not gonna be on here all night. Definitely gonna give you guys some, get you guys on a nice free play. We don't have a lot of games today, so King Albert, we won't allow politics, race, racist, sexist, whatever you want to call it. Absolutely, Shane. We don't, Tomas, the $99 3-day package. As soon as you purchase it, you get instant. That is a promo. You get it right on the website. It's the very first package at the top of the page. And you get instant access to the plays. As soon as you sign up, you've got access to the games. They're already posted on the website. Brother Boog, yeah, the only color we see here is green, and that's the money we're going to be making tonight. Kyle, the only thing we did so far is we gave out a lean on UCF and the over, and we gave out a lean on Louisville. Other than that, I haven't given out an official free play just yet. We're still breaking down games and doing our thing. But for everybody that's just tuning in, first of all, welcome, Cappers Nation Live. We're glad to have you guys. We love having you guys. If you haven't already done so, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Definitely subscribe. That way you guys get notified each and every single time we go live. It doesn't matter if we put out a pre-recorded video or we go live like this. If we put out a video, you'll be notified and you'll be known, basically, in a nutshell. And remember, guys, if we put out a video, we've got a free play in it. So you definitely want to be subscribed to the YouTube channel. That way, you guys get notified. When we put out a video, we've got free plays in it, plain and simple. We're not just going to make you guys a video to tell you, about how to bet on sports or anything like that. We're gonna actually give you free plays. And the thing about our free plays aren't really free plays, guys. Our free plays are actually plays that are, customers are purchasing. Our customers are actually purchasing our plays. And the plays that we give you are part of our packages. So, our free plays are not technically free plays. They're money plays. They're plays customers are, actually paying for. Plain and simple. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Our customers are paying for our plays, and it's one of the reasons why our free plays are so good. We don't just make them up, and shoot from the hip. Our free plays are plays our customers pay for, and I honestly do believe that is the difference. And one of the reasons why we win, plain and simple. Plain and simple, I think that's one of the reasons why we win. Chido, would you consider giving a free UFC pick or parlay for the next UFC fight on Saturday? I'm not sure what we're going to do. We gave away the entire card the last 2 weeks, including parlays, the whole works, the write-ups, everything that we gave out during the live show, our customers are going to have access to now. So are we going to give it away for free? I'm not sure just yet. I'm not sure if we're going to have a free UFC pick or not. but we'll see. I'll talk to him and see what he wants to do. You know, it's possible he might. It's possible he might want to do it. It's the UFC package is not up to me. I didn't get to pick the prices. I'll be honest. If I would have picked the prices, I think we would have been charging $150 for the card. Darian, did you receive my text message with today's personal plays? So, I mean, personally, I think the UFC fight package is worth well more than $29.99. I think $29.99 is ridiculously cheap and just giving it away. For the information that our guy provides and the time and effort that he does, I think it's worth. Okay, good. Thank you, Darian. I definitely think it's well worth more than $30 for what he provides, and we've given it away the last 2 weeks. So I'll talk to him, see if he wants to give away one, and if he does, he does. If he doesn't, I'm not going to push him for it. He gave away the entire card the last 2 weeks when we could have been selling it. So, but he wanted to show the last 2 weeks what he was capable of doing before he gave away or before he started charging for it. So I don't make a penny if you guys buy UFC or if you don't. If you buy it, great. If you don't, no big deal. Like I said, I don't make a penny off of it. I don't make 1 penny. Not 1 penny if you guys buy it or not. So, I'm paid to be here. I get a salary here. Obviously, I make when you guys are on my personal plays, but other than that. Edward, you just want an early game? All right, guys, let's get another game day breakdown rolling. Let's get another game day breakdown rolling for everybody. What's going on, Dave? I see you tuning in. How are you, sir? Just got off the ship, I would imagine. Producing the world's finest chocolates. Jacob Ruff, how many did he hit on the last card? Last one he gave away, I think he hit most of his leans. But last card was a small one. He even gave the disclaimer. It was nothing to go big on. It was just a small little card. He went 2-2, but we had 3 underdogs. So he actually was plus money on the fight. Even though he went 2-2, we were still plus money, and we made money on the fight. Didn't make a lot, but still made money on the fight, last fight. But the first card that he gave away for free, I think we went, where did we go? We went 3-1. But we also hit a 2-team parlay and a 2-fight pick parlay and a 4-fight pick parlay as well. So we had a 4-team parlay that he hit as well. So that was good. That was a good one. So you're gonna get the actual fight picks. You're gonna get his leans, just like we've been giving away. You're also gonna get his full write-ups on the reasons why and what he's seen. He was just in Chicago yesterday, talking to some of the fighters that train out of Chicago and watching their last little sparring session. You get all that inside information and insight on why he's taken a certain fighter, or an over and under on the round, or whatever the case may be. You're going to get the full write-ups, the fight picks, the leans. You're also going to get copies of his parlays on how he structures each fighter that he's taken in the parlays as well. So, and for $30, you can't go wrong. Personally, I think he should be charging at least $100, but it ain't my program. It's not my say. So he wants everybody, even the guys that are betting, $20 a fight, $15 a fight, to be able to take advantage of it. Jacob, he'll probably have, we're not going to have an official fight pick for every fight, because there's ones that he stays away on. But if there's a fight that he's staying away from, it'll be listed in the write-up. He believes this is going to happen, but he's staying away for whatever such and such reason. So, or it may just be a lean because he does something a fighter misses weight or whatever the case may be. So, you'll have fight picks, you'll have leans. There might be a stay away. Yeah, I'm getting ready to put them both on timeout. Next comic gets them both on timeout. We don't judge. We give them each 5 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Kissy B, so far the leans were UCF -3 and the over a 129, and then Louisville -5. And we're going to be breaking down games. I'm going to continue breaking down games if we get back to it. Any special requests for a game to be broken down? If I'm not on it, as far as my personal plays, I'll be more than happy to break it down for everybody. And like I said, here's the information directly for the UFC. There's only one way to get it, guys. You go to our website, cappersdirect.com. You click on the very top of the tab. It's going to say Consensus Premium Guaranteed Saturday. And now at the top of the website, there's a UFC tab. Click that UFC tab. Scroll down, put in your information. Pick if you want just the actual event. You can buy just the event for $29.99. You can get a month of our UFC, and remember, guys, we got UFC just about every single weekend. Or you can get the month for $74.99, or you can pick up an entire year for $649.99. Which, if you buy the year, guys, it ends up being what was I gonna say? Ends up being $54 a month. So the UFC fight package for the year ends up being $54 a month. So it's a hell of a deal. Either way, you can't go wrong. Even $29.99, buying them, one at a time. You buy them every week. You spend $120, but it's still a hell of a deal. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. All right. And for everybody that's just tuning in, that wasn't made aware a little bit ago, we also have our premium plays, which have been red hot. They went 2-1 yesterday, 2-1 the day before. They're on sale 3 days for $99. You get 3 days of our premium plays for $99. If you're not up after the 3 days, we'll definitely take care of you. Alex M wants the Baylor game, Baylor and Texas. We'll break down that game. We'll take a look at Texas and Baylor. Texas at Baylor, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Waco, Texas, Farrell Center. All right, let me move this. We have a premium play on the SMU Cincinnati game, so I won't be able to touch that one, unfortunately. But it's part of our premium plays, and you can pick up 3 days of our premium plays for just $99 on sale. Normally $1,000 a week. You can either pick up them on sale $299 a week, or 3 days for $99 right now. You get Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday's premium plays. Hell of a deal, if you ask me personally. All right, guys, we got 18-9 Baylor. Sitting 9-5 in conference play. That good Big 12 conference foe. Texas 15-12 straight up. 7-7 in conference play, coming off a loss to Oklahoma. A nail-biting loss. They lost 69-67 on the road. Baylor coming off a 2-game win streak. With wins over West Virginia and Iowa State. They just beat West Virginia 82-75 at home. And they beat Iowa State on the road 73-69 in another nail-biting game there. Before that, they lost to Texas Tech. They got smashed by Texas Tech. They lost by 25 points on the road. Alan Mitchell, unless you give it as a free play, Kyle. You are correct, Mr. Scroggins. Tom, do I accept an Apple Watch for trade? I probably can. I do know somebody that wants one. Alan half joking. That's why they call them freemiums. Tom, just send me a message, bud. Send me a message. I might take an Apple Watch. I've actually been wanting one. Tomas, how long is pickup for the 99 promo? As of right now, it's today only. I did ask that they'd extend it for tomorrow. I don't make the decisions on the promos. I wish I did. But I'm hoping that they'll still offer it tomorrow as well. But as of right now, it was for today only to gear up, everybody for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday before a big weekend. Win people some money dirt cheap Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, gearing up to a huge, huge weekend. We've got some big things planned for this weekend, and if you're not betting or you're not on board for this weekend, you're gonna miss out. You're gonna miss out on some nice, easy money. All right, let me get this live chat back, and we're gonna break down this game. Didn't think I'd say yes. I didn't say yes, but you never know. Send me a message. Look at Maryland down already. Tisk, tisk. Alex, speaking of that Maryland game, I broke it down. I really, 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 and I said this in the beginning of the show, I liked Maryland. I did. Down early. It's 5-3. But, I like Maryland. The numbers point to Maryland. But when you break it down into conference play and then you cycle those numbers through conference play, Penn State was a tough opponent for them. And the numbers didn't lie. And, Penn State knocking down some great teams and doing some good work. And the fact that they're at home against Maryland made me completely scratch it off. I stopped thinking about it. I completely scratched it off after breaking it down, and it took me until I started breaking it down in conference play, using just conference play numbers only. So once I did that aspect to see just how tough they've been playing, I said nope. If anything, I probably would have taken Penn State. So, all right, guys, Texas and Baylor. Let's take a look at those numbers real quick. What I want to do is I want to try and get through at least 2 game day breakdowns, get you guys on a free play, explain a little bit about why we're on the Rockets against Charlotte as well. And hopefully get you guys on something good, get you guys on a nice winner. You guys deserve it. Free plays, I'll be honest. We took a hit since Saturday. We won our free play Monday, no big deal. But we dropped a free play yesterday. We went 1-2 on free plays. Sunday's free plays sucked. Saturday's free plays sucked. We had a very impressive free play record going. And now it's just, to me, it's subpar. We're up 12 games on the month on our free plays. 26 days in, we're up 12 games. 12 games above, what we lost. So, that's positive. We're 45-33-1 on the month. But, I honestly think it should have been better. And if we would have just been, 50-50 since Sunday, I think we probably be up, close to 20 games still on the month. we're up 26 on the year. We're up 26 games on the year, so we're right around average. I mean, we're a little behind what we did last month, but we still got today and tomorrow. So, Darian, you and me both, and everybody else, personal premium plays have been winning, and you know that you've got access to them. My personal plays, they've sucked the last couple days, but I think today they hit. I really do. I like what I put out for my personal plays today. I think they get the job done today, as well as the premium plays, and it all rides up. But just make sure you're betting consistent, managing your guys' bankrolls, and it all evens out, and then you get ahead at one point. So sometimes it takes you a couple days or a week to battle back from I mean, let's be honest. You go 0-6 in 2 days. It's going to take you more than 2. It's going to take you more than 2 days to get ahead. I mean, I only put out 2 plays today. So, I mean, it might take you 3-4 days to get, back ahead on my personal plays, or if you have another break-even day in between, it might take you 5 or 6 days, but that's why we base everything off of long term. We don't do a lot of 3-day packages. We try and do everything for long term, because it's not about what you do today or even really this week. It's about what you can do for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, for a whole year longer. It's it's about making money that way. So, but back to Texas and Baylor, because I'd like to get 2 breakdowns done. And matter of fact, what we're going to do, I don't know where our buddy Michael Jordan is, who usually makes me hit that 5-minute breakdown button. But here we go. 5-minute clock has started for this breakdown. All right, so Texas, guys, opened up as a 4-point dog. Baylor was laying 4 to open up. That line is down now a half a point. It's down to 3.5. Total opened up at 134. It's still hovering around 134, although I do see one spot that are a couple spots, most notably betonline.ag, as well as the Westgate, that have it up a half a point to 134.5. What line? 8:15 and 8:16. Taking a look at the odds on that game and seeing where the money's at. Let me see if I can pop up that money real quick without taking too much of our 5-minute breakdown time. 85% of all the money coming in is on Baylor laying the 4 points, or laying the 3.5 points, excuse me. Just 15% taking Texas, the road dog. 93% of all money line bets coming in are on Baylor, and 91% are all on the under. 91% of all bets coming in are rolling on the under 134. Taking a look at the numbers on that game. Texas knocking down 50.9% from the field compared to 51.6% for Baylor. That three-point ball, 33% even for Texas compared to 34.1% for Baylor. For all their 2-point plays, very, very similar numbers, guys. 52% for Texas, 51.9% for Baylor. When it comes to shooting the free throw, definite edge goes to Texas. Texas is 70.8% free throw shooting team compared to 66.9% for Baylor. Baylor's nearly, I mean, they only got 51 teams that shoot free throws worse than them out of 353 teams. So, as far as bench minutes, both are over 30%, led by a high of 38% for Baylor compared to 30.4% of all minutes played by bench personnel for Texas. As far as years of experience, it's right there average. A height advantage, give about a half inch height advantage for overall for every player coming by way of Texas. 2-foul participation protocol, huge advantage to Texas, as Baylor's in that 2-foul participation protocol for nearly 35.5% of the time during that first half, compared to 17.5% for Texas. It's one of the reasons why Baylor finds themselves having to go to the bench for 38% of the time. Taking a look at the past history of the teams, Texas coming off a loss to Oklahoma, where they lost by 2 points on the road, whereas Baylor was able to beat Oklahoma twice this year. They beat them 59-53 at home, and they beat them on the road 77-47. But don't forget, Texas did beat them in a close battle at home 75-72. So that was a revenge game where Oklahoma was able to beat them on the road back on Saturday. Head-to-head matchup, Texas beat them by 8 points on the road back early February 6th to be exact. as far as a lean goes on this game, the teams are fairly similar. Let me take a look at conference play. As conference play, Texas shoots even better. And since they've started conference, all of Texas's 2-point plays are up to 53.1%. But Baylor's shooting a better 3-ball during conference play, all the way up to 38%. They're actually the best 3-ball shooting team in the Big 12 conference during conference play. So as far as this game, Texas hit 75.4% of all their free throws. They're going to hang in there with the 3-ball. They're definitely they are the best when it comes to the Big 12 as far as their 2-point plays, every dunks, layups, jump shot. That's Texas, by the way, in the Big 12. They have the highest percentage. Same thing with free throws. I give the edge to Texas. I know it is a revenge game for Baylor, but I know a lot of people like Baylor. The public is on Baylor. The money is on Baylor. But I like Texas here. I would take the points. I don't mind a small road dog. Matter of fact, some of my favorite games to play, guys, I'm going to be honest, are small 1, 2, 3, and 4-point road dogs. Those are, some of my favorites. So on this one, I could be completely off, with it being a revenge game. And I know Texas is, their best player, is, suspended and definitely are kicked off the team. But, they were still able to dismantle Oklahoma State. They were able to hang in with Oklahoma, only losing by 2. They hung in with Kansas State as well. But even without them, the team's still going to put up numbers without them, and I think they keep it close enough. And if they do lose to Baylor, I think it's going to be by a basket, maybe 2. And hopefully it's a basket and a free throw, because if it was me, I would take Texas plus the 3.5. As far as the total on this game, I'd be staying off of it. As far as my personal opinion, I'd be off the total. But I liked them better when they were at 4, getting 4. But I'd take 3.5, even without even with the player suspended. So that's my personal opinion. Cool. Time traveler, Steve. You think that I'm off? That's fine. I have no problem with your opinion. Thank you. It's just a lean. I'm not betting it, so it's just my opinion. I'm off on a lot of opinions. Tom, can I not break down the Marquette game? No, I'll break down that game for you, bud. Everybody's entitled to opinions, That's why they say opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. I don't care. It doesn't bother me if somebody thinks I'm off or whatever the case may be. I'm off on a lot of games, but I'm right on a lot more. So it's the reason why I'm in the position that I'm in, is because my opinion differs from a lot of you guys. That's why a lot of you guys are here. That way we can help you guys out. Ewell Allen, how are you? Brother Boog, what's up, buddy? So, but I never mind it when somebody's opinion's different than mine. Doesn't bother me one bit. Hell, we've changed a lot of aspects of this show. We've changed a lot of aspects of this show based on constructive criticism of our viewers. We've taken some things that I never thought that I would do and change on the show, and we changed it, and it's been great. Love it. The subtle shutdown, shots fired. No shots fired. I don't care if somebody doesn't like my opinion. Obviously, I don't like his opinion, but, it's I don't have anything against the guy because his opinion's different than mine. It would be stupid to argue over opinion, you know what I mean? I got respect for all. If you guys are here, I got respect for every single one of you, even the haters. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Alex, you got your level 3 vest on? It's because you're incompetent, buddy. You gotta walk out of the office. Triggerman0214, what's going on? Time travel, democracy, absolutely. Absolutely. Jonathan Cohen, NCAA been real unpredictable lately. Think NBA safer right now? I don't know. It's gambling. Isn't everything unpredictable? All you could do when it comes to betting sports, guys, is you have to do your homework, do your research. And if you have actual solid research, stats, knowledge, and information, you should be able to put in the best bet for yourself. And keep in mind, not one of us here are actually on the court tonight or on the ice if you're playing in the NHL. Not one of us are playing. We're all armchair quarterbacks, or as of right now, we're all armchair point guards. Not one of us are playing. So there's nothing that you can do to affect the outcome of this game. The only thing that you can do is make sure that you're putting your money where you have the best probability of winning. And at the end of the day, you're either betting on some kids, some 17 to 22-year-olds to get the job done for you and put money in your pocket, or you're betting on some kids to older adults that or on a ref that are going to do what they're supposed to do to get the job done for you. You look at the Knicks game last night as a prime example. If you had the over, I had the over on that game. Orlando stopped fouling with, what was it? 20 seconds left or whatever the case may be. Then they finally foul. They go down, make a three. Then they decide to foul again after they let 15 seconds just go by standing around thinking they were giving up the game. It's one of the reasons why I prefer to bet the college basketball is because these kids are trying to prove themselves, trying to make it to the next level. And that's what Brother Book just said. College kids play their heart out every night trying to prove something. I'm a firm believer in that, bud. I stand with you there. I'd rather bet college any day of the week than any professional sports team. I'd rather bet college football, college basketball, well over any professional team. The pros have already gotten paid. College kids haven't. And as Hasagawa just said, Orlando couldn't buy a bucket the last 8 minutes. Oh, Edward, I'm sure they are. One thing, I'm going to try and get this during March Madness because I see it every year. Like, you go to the Mandalay Bay. A lot of the teams will stay at Mandalay Bay, the Mirage, MGM, during the conference tournaments. Because remember, we got the Pac-12 Mountain West. We got over 40 teams in town in a couple weeks for the conference tournaments. I mean, they're going to be going on at the New Orleans, Thomas and Mack, T-Mobile Arena. And you'll watch these kids get off the bus. They say hi to their parents after the game. And all of a sudden, the parents go to the sports book. And you could literally watch them together. They split up. Kids go to the room. Parents go to the sports book. Dad goes to the sports book. You're telling me he's not betting on the games? He's not betting on his kid or against his kid? So, Triggerman, if you stay at Mandalay Bay during March Madness, you've seen this. If you watch the kids get off the bus, you've seen this. So, Mandalay, Mirage, MGM, all those kids are staying there. And you see this in after every game. And I'm going to try and get it on video so you guys can actually see it firsthand. It's absolutely crazy. Literally, they get off the bus, they walk in, say hi to their parents, chit-chat for a few minutes. Kid walks with his gym bag and his jumpsuit to the elevator. Parent goes straight into the sports book. And if you're at Mandalay or the Mirage, you got to walk by the sports book to get to the elevators to your room. So, the free play I'm going to give you guys, don't worry, it's not one of the first games, so we're not going to be missing it here in 8 minutes. Okay? We're not going to miss it here in 8 minutes. But we did give out I know Ryan just asked. Brad's been asking me. Sorry, Brad, I wasn't ignoring you. I know you were asking for the breakdown of the Houston Rockets, and we'll go over that really quickly. I know it starts in just a few minutes, so I do apologize. I wasn't avoiding you. And I know we mostly do a lot of the college basketball breakdowns, but I'm betting a lot more college basketball right now than I am the NBA. Not that I don't pay attention to the NBA, because I do bet the NBA. We do have free play on the NBA. We have one of our premium plays in the NBA today. Hey, Mr. Butler, how are you, sir? But we gave out the Rockets when they were -4 last night. It was a perfect line. I mean, I loved it. As far as now, the line being 5 and 5.5 for some, I don't think you're off. I don't think that's probably where the line probably should have started at. I do see it's 5 everywhere in Vegas now, Ryan. So if you're getting 5.5, your book is sticking it to you just a little bit. But as far as the Rockets go and the Hornets, we did put out a free play on the Hornets, the Rockets against the Hornets last night. Hold on one second, guys. What is this message? Excuse me. But, you've got the rejuvenated Rockets. They're going for their third straight win in Charlotte. They did just beat them back on, well, they haven't played Charlotte for a while. But with gambling being legalized, it's going to be scrutinized hard. Definitely. There's a lot of integrity questions that need to be answered. That's for sure. We got 35 and 25 Houston Rockets, guys. James Harden missed his first 30-point game just the other day. But they proved that they got the job done. Covering the spread in their last game as well. What are they? They've won their last 2 games. They beat the Hawks 119-11 to 111. They beat Golden State 118-112. They actually beat Golden State in Northern California. They did lose to the Lakers. They lost to Minnesota before that. They've been a little wish-washy their last, since the All-Star break. Actually, right before the All-Star break and then after the All-Star break. They're 2-1 since the All-Star break. Tonight they're going to get the job done against Charlotte. Charlotte's no match for James Harden, Chris Paul, and the rest of the Rockets. I do think they get the job done right. As an away team, they're only 11 and 19 this year. But hold on one second, guys. Cappers Direct. Cappers Direct. Hello. I think I got butt dialed from a client. Hold on one second. Kyle or anyone, when the line jumps on throughout the day to say -2, -4 as opposed to jumping in the last 10 minutes, should that be read into? No, it's just, it could. Hold that thought. Let me finish Houston, UAL, and I want to explain a little bit about line movements. Ryan Call, that's a good number right there, 108-96. I think it'll be a lot higher scoring game than that, my personal opinion. I think Houston gets into that, right around that 120 mark, to be honest. But we're rolling with Houston. We're rolling with the Rockets here. They should definitely get the job done. Both are excellent free throw shooting teams, 78.7 to 78.9. Actually, slight advantage to Charlotte, but 0.2. Not really much. Both shoot the 3 ball well. I mean, let's be honest, both are professional teams. They definitely should be able to shoot the 3 ball well. Doesn't matter what team it is. You got Kemba Walker leading it for Charlotte compared to Harden. There's no match there. speaking of that, I have not actually bet the game, which means I need to. So hold on one second. Man, I almost missed it. Give me 1 second, guys. And I can probably do that live as well. Let me see. Let me see if the mirrored screen is working for me or not. I don't know why that happens, but when I mirror the screen, I always drop for some reason. Let's see here. I'm trying to mirror the screen, but for some reason it's not popping up. Alright, I better bet it real quick anyways, because I'm running out of time, so give me 1 second, guys. Because I do bet all of our plays, from free plays all the way up. Give me 1 second. Okay. See, I still got, I'm betting it late. I forgot this morning. I've been so busy and I was behind. I'm getting it at 5. I'm still betting it. We gave it out at 4. I just bet it at 5. And it's at 5 minus $1.20, so one quick second here. Let me do this real quick. One quick second. All right, I'm back. That Maryland live line still +5 something. What's the score in the Maryland game? +16? Yeah, I'd stay away. Let's see here. What did I miss in the comments while I was on the other page? Okay, so E.O. Allen. Going back to E.O. Allen's question a little bit ago, he asked Kyle or anyone, when the line jumps during the day from -2 from -2 to -4 as opposed to jumping the last 10 minutes, should that be read into? There's a couple different things. Depending on where you're getting your information from. The line movement can mean a lot of things. It can mean that somebody's betting the favorite, heavy, and that's causing that line go from 2 to 2.5 to 3, 3.5 to 4. Bill, I wasn't live betting anything, bud. Somebody mentioned that Maryland was +575, so I went to go look at the score to see what it was. They're down by 16. I'm not going to in-game Maryland down 16 for the money line. Or, they could be betting it, progressively. It'd be big bets coming in or a steady amount of decent bets coming in. All the money coming in. It could be tickets, 3-1, 4-1, all on that certain favorite that would cause the line to move. Or Vegas could be doing what we call, a reverse line movement where the money's coming in on one side, but yet Vegas keeps moving the line in the opposite direction that it should move. And Vegas does that all the time. You see that in marquee matchups all the time when you're like, oh my God, the line's moving this way. Everybody's betting this. I need to jump on board. The sharp money's on this play. I need to bet on this. When it's the exact opposite. Everybody's on the other side, and Vegas wants you to think they're on the other side, so you bet this way. It's just line manipulation, and Vegas, up to their tricks and tactics, and that's another thing that they're famous for and what they do. I mean, there's no requirements in Vegas that make them move a line to a certain amount or in a certain direction based on, how the betting's going. It's controlled by the casinos and the books, and they do whatever they think they're going to do to one. I mean, their main goal, guys, is to make money. And let's be honest, let's just use common math. If they have $100,000 on the Houston Rockets -5 today, and then they have $100,000 on the Charlotte +5 today, they've got even money on it. The casino's made money. They're going to pay out $100,000 to whoever wins. They're also going to take in $110,000 on the losers. They made their 10% vig. They made $10,000 profit. The books are happy. And they had zero liability. They were guaranteed a profit no matter what happens. And they had zero liability. The objective of the book, of the director at the book, is to make sure there's an even amount of money on both sides or guaranteed money. But on days where there's heavy favorites, like Golden State, like Houston, like the New England Patriots, like the Tampa Bay Lightning, there's always going to be that lopsided where there's more money on one team than the other. So they may move a line a certain way to make you bet a different direction, to try and get that even money, or to try and make it, the line being off to get you to bet a certain direction. Vegas may be, based on other bets, may be trying to middle the game. That way they make, double payout. Allen, yes, 90%, probably, I mean, they do that on a lot of games. And when you go look at like Vegas Insider or Scores and Odds, the percentages that you see there, they're not always accurate. They're not always accurate for you guys. So you guys got to be careful on that one. So let's get you guys on a free play. I do know the games have just started, so I don't want to take up much of your guys' time. We have 3 premium plays today, guys. Only one started at 7 o'clock. So one just started. We still have 2 more. If you're not on board our premium plays, you can still get on board for 2 more of our premium plays. Going to be a hell of a day. One of my personal plays just started, so if you're not on board for it yet, you still have plenty of time. As well. So you still have plenty of time to get on board, especially the combo package. Remember, guys, we still have that great combo package rolling. You get 1 full week of our premium plays, 1 full week of my personal plays. It's $350. Also, we've got that special that we're running today. I'm going to try and get them to do it again tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get them to do it tomorrow. But you get 3 days of our premium plays for just $99. It'll be a hell of a deal. Remember, guys, we're going to go live tomorrow as well during our regular scheduled show, Cappers Nation Live Thursday edition. All right, let's get one more. Let's get you guys a nice big free play today. How about that? Jonathan, you'd like to think that Nova at home will be a whole different team. And here, actually, let's do a breakdown first. I promised I'd break down the Nova and Marquette game, and we got on a different subject. So let's do that game real quick. Villanova, Marquette. We'll break down that game for you guys, and then I'll get you guys on a free play. So I do apologize. I actually promised the Marquette Nova game, so let's take a look at that one real quick. Villanova 20-8, guys, 11-4 in conference play. They've lost 4 out of their last 5 games. They lost to Marquette, which started their downward spiral. Then they beat Providence, and then they lost to St. John's, Georgetown, and Xavier. They've got Marquette yet again, guys, who they just lost 66-65 to on the road. This is their big rematch game. But we've got Marquette, guys, who has actually won, 11 out of their last 13 or 11 out of their last 12 games. Marquette has been on a tear. They beat Xavier, Creighton, Seton Hall, Georgetown, Providence, DePaul, Xavier, Butler. They did lose to St. John's again. They did beat Villanova, DePaul, Butler, and Providence. And if you go back even better than that, guys, they're 23-4. All right, they've got 2 losses to St. John's in conference play, home and away. But before that, they started out the year 3-2, and they went on a tear. All right, they're 20-2. 20-2 since their loss to Kansas back on November 21st. And their only 2 losses came to St. John's, who Villanova just lost to as well. Although Villanova did beat them at home in the beginning of the year, but Villanova's been a disaster as of late. They lost 3 straight. They've lost 4 out of their last 5. Like I said, to Marquette, St. John's, Georgetown, and Xavier. Taking a look at the numbers, Marquette, the almost better shooting team in every category. From the field, 54.9% compared to 53.8% for Villanova. That 3-ball, Marquette is the 4th best ranked 3-ball shooting team in Division I at 39.9%. And get this, guys, in the Big East Conference, Marquette's the number 1 3-point shooting team in the Big East. And during conference play, they average 41.1%. All right, their shoot numbers are actually up in conference play. Every 2-ball play, overall 51.5% compared to the 54.9% for Villanova. When it comes to free throw shooting, 12th best free throw shooting team in the country, the number 1 free throw shooting team in the Big East Conference. That is Marquette at 77%, compared to, and they actually shoot 78.1% in conference play from the free throw line. 72.6% for Villanova from the free throw line. When it comes to going to the bench, both are right there around that 25% mark. 25.3% of all minutes played come from players off the bench for Villanova compared to 27.9% for Marquette. 2 foul participation protocol. When it comes to that number, small little edge to Marquette as they're in the 2 foul participation protocol a little bit less, 9.7% of the time compared to 13.8% for Villanova. Taking a look at the odds on this game, taking a look at the lineup. Oh, let me switch back to college ball because we were on NBA. Marquette and Villanova, where did you go? There we go. Villanova opened up as a 3.5-point favorite. They're all the way up, guys. 5.5 points right now. Total opened up at 143.5. It's down a point to 142.5. Based on the way they're playing, you got to think that they're going to snap out of it sooner or later. However, Marquette just beat them. Marquette is the hotter team. Marquette is absolutely on fire. Taking a look, who have they beaten so far this year? Marquette-wise. They did lose to Kansas, okay. They beat Louisville. They beat Kansas State. They beat Wisconsin. They beat Buffalo. They beat Xavier, Creighton, Seton Hall, Georgetown, Providence, Xavier again. They did beat Villanova, like I said, at home. Villanova, who have they played? They did lose to Michigan. They got murdered by Michigan, lost by 27 back in November. They beat Florida State by 6. They also lost to Kansas in another close contested battle. They got a win over Xavier, and that's about it. They both beaten Providence. As much as I like Villanova, guys, and I've made a shit ton of money betting on Villanova. If I was going to be betting this game, I would take, now that the line, if it was 3.5, I would probably lay off completely. Yeah, they both have losses to St. John's. Although Villanova did beat St. John's back on January 8th. If the line was 3.5, I wouldn't be betting. I mean, I would have had no opinion on the game. And yes, Marcus Howard for Marquette is an absolute, I mean, the guy's a killer. 5'11" junior. But with that line being up to 5.5, I don't see Marquette losing by 5.5. If they lose at all, you know, it's going to be by a basket. 2, 3, maybe 4 points. So if it was me, I'd take Marquette plus the 5.5. And I'd put them on a live dog alert to win outright. Personal opinion. So I don't see Villanova. I don't see the Villanova Wildcats just going on a tear and putting it to 23-4 Marquette, whose only losses come against Indiana and Kansas in the beginning of the year, and then St. John's home and away. Yeah, Ryan, this is a lean. I have no official play on this game. Tom, you're on Marquette plus the 5. I like it. Honestly, I like it. I may slip in a little bet for fun later in the day or later in the evening. See how my my plays go the next 2 hours. But I honestly, our system came up with a final score prediction of 73-70 in favor of Marquette, believe it or not. So. Or sorry, Villanova. So, Richard Fields, no, I didn't give a free play away, or Cole. I have not given an official free play away. It's coming up right after this, so we're doing it right now. So, I think Marquette will be a live dog. I really do. I think they'll be a live dog to win outright today. I think they've got a chance. I know they just barely beat them. They beat them by 166-65 at home, which will make this one tough. I mean, let's be honest. Playing there in Villanova, guys, Fenarian Pavilion, it only holds 6,500 fans. It's not a tough place to play. All right? It's not a tough place to play. It's got a home court ranking of 3.1, which makes it the 166th toughest place to play in Division I. It's not a big place. It's the 180th largest, which means it's, you know, right in the middle of the pack at 6,500 fans. So, home court advantage for Villanova? No. You know, Marquette's been great on the road. They've got 2 road losses, one to Indiana, one to St. John's. They did lose to Kansas on a neutral site game. So, personal opinion on Marquette. Kyle, should in-game Georgia Tech plus 19.5 live in-game? Georgia Tech is plus 19.5 against Virginia. I'd stay away from that one. Virginia got the capability to smash them. I do see Tennessee up by 6 already, 13-7. Houston up by 2. South Florida up by 5. Davidson down by 2. Texas Tech up by 5. Penn State up by 22 at the half. Hot diggity dog, Penn State, huh? I'm glad I scratched that game off the list. Because I was all over Maryland up until this morning. So let's get you guys on a free play, and then we'll send you guys on your merry, merry, merry way. Let me double check the odds on this game, make sure nothing crazy has happened since I gave it out to all my clients. Nothing's happened as far as the odd movement. All right, guys, later on tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Florida and Vanderbilt. Nathan, I always post the free play in the comments. You don't have to ask me that. I always post it. I'm getting ready to post it right now. I haven't even given it away yet. Florida and Vanderbilt. Florida laying 4 on the road. We've got a free play on, it's actually not a free play. It's one of my personal plays, guys. And I'm going to have a big bounce back day today. Florida -4. Florida -4 was a free personal play of mine that I put out. So free personal play, Florida -4 against Vanderbilt. Official free play. I put it in the comments. Put it in the comments for all to see. Remember, pick up 3 days of our premium plays. $99. We've got 2 big premium plays left. You can also pick up a week of our combo package, a week of our premium plays, a week of my personal plays for $350. I wish it was $99. Kyle, you got it at 4.5. Yeah, you should be fine. I mean, if I get it at 4, I'm the worst. I mean, best case scenario is I'm pushing. You know, I think they get the job done easily against Vanderbilt. So if you're getting 4.5, you should be fine. Yes, LFG Florida, absolutely. Also, don't forget UFC 235 this Saturday, guys. You don't want to miss it. Huge, huge card. Yes, Kyle, 4.5 is fine. Big UFC card this weekend, guys. $29.99 from our UFC expert. I wish I could take credit for all the free UFC winners we've given you guys in the last 2 weeks, but UFC is not mine. Absolutely, Brian. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't miss out, guys. Get on board today. You can go buy our UFC package today, our combo package, premium plays. All right, guys, let's get those free plays back on track. Hell, let's get my personal plays back on track. We're going to do it all together with that nice big personal free play. Yes, 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. I may start the live feed just a few minutes early, maybe actually probably right at 4. But we will see you guys live tomorrow. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. And we will chat with you guys all tomorrow. Thanks, guys.